number something on the paper you are working on. Parent volunteers at an elementary school are preparing gift bags for 132 students in 5th grade. They plan to put 12 pencils, 12 erasers, 1 bouncy ball, and 15 pieces of candy in each bag. What is the total number of items that will be placed in the bags? Now, I know your paper said something different. I just wanted to condense the writing because I'm lazy. So as we look at this, importantly, we know there are 132 students. That's important. Each student's going to get 12 pencils, 12 erasers, 1 bouncy ball, and 15 pieces of candy. Now we need to figure out the total number of items they need to buy to put these in the bags to give to the students. So if I were to ask you the first step, Ella, in solving this, what would you say we would have to do?
We would have to add all the pencils, erasers, the bouncy ball, and the 15 pieces of candy together.
Okay. So if we're going to do an equation, let's do the equation. We would add all the things that they're putting in the bag together. So the 12 pencils, plus the 12 erasers, plus the 1 bouncy ball, plus the 15 pieces of candy. Am I correct there? Do I have everything?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So after writing an equation is pretty important to what you're going to have to do. So you have to be able to recognize how equations are done. So Ella, after we add this all together, then what would we do?
We would multiply that by the number of students.
Good. We'd multiply that by the number of students. Now the reason I put parentheses around it in this equation, because this is going to equal, let's call it R, going to equal whatever they need to put in the bag. It doesn't matter. Because when you're doing multiple operations, you have to identify what goes first. So all this addition has to go before the multiplication. So if I were solving this problem, according to Ella, I would add the number of things that go in each bag together, and I'd multiply it by the number of students, the number of bags they have to put together. Rebecca.
I did it a different way.
You did it a different way? How did you did it?
So I multiplied, because there's 132, it says how many will be placed in all the bags total.
Yeah.
I did at first I did 12 times 132 first.
Okay.
And then I didn't do it twice because there's 12 erasers and 12 pencils. I just went off that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I did 132 times 15. And then I added it all together.
Okay. Let me show you something that you did the same thing, except you multiplied what we could do when we have an equation like this. Multiplication can be done different ways. What you did is you multiplied 132 times 15, 132 times 1, 132 times 12, and 132 times 12, and then added all those products together. So that's one way you can multiply. If you've got several things you have to add together and then multiply it by something, you can do each step to multiply. Okay, make pennies? Good. I'm not going to solve it. I figure you guys can do it. I just showed you how to do it. So I'm not going to give you the answer. That's cray-cray. Boom! Shakalaka, peace out. God bless. Love you. Do something kind today. Save the bees. Please subscribe.